Your first Alpine climb should be a special experience, but all too often it turns into an epic as a result of poor route choice, inexperience and the wrong kit. So let's put the odds of a safe and successful ascent in your favour. Myrian's wearing the same harness that he uses for rock climbing. Now, it's got adjustable leg loops and they're essential on an Alpine climb. I'm wearing a dedicated mountaineering harness, and it's lighter because it hasn't got any of that soft foam that you find on rock climbing harnesses. On a high mountain route, your clothing provides all the padding you need. As well as using many pieces of rock climbing equipment, like carabiners, slings, and dry treated ropes, you're going to need extra kit. And that includes gear for crevasse rescues. Essential items include cord for creating friction hitches, such as prussiks or climb heists, or you can use lightweight mechanical ascending devices. Of course, the trick is to avoid falling into a crevasse in the first place, so it's well worth getting some expert tuition on minimising the chances of falling into a crevasse and how to use crevasse gear before your first Alpine climb, because falling in a slot's no fun. Ice screws play a big part in safeguarding technical routes, but a first Alpine climb probably won't involve such complicated ground. Myrian's chosen to wear his lightweight, foam-lined rock climbing helmet because for many alpinists, every gram counts. But this polycarbonate shell is more durable in the Alpine environment. Stripping down the contents of your rucksack to the bare essentials enables you to travel further and faster in the mountains. And that's because in many respects, speed is safety on an Alpine route. I wouldn't dream of lugging a diary, a book or an MP3 player up an Alpine peak, but I do try to carry enough snacks and liquid to maintain my energy levels. Between us, we carry spares of any critical gear. Climbing in clear weather and low wind speeds is critical. Forecasts are available on the web, by phone, and sometimes posted in several languages in Alpine towns. Many summits in the Alps are higher than 4,000 metres, so altitude sickness can be a real problem. Signs and symptoms include headaches, nausea and lassitude. Now you can reduce those risks by climbing a few 3,000 metre peaks beforehand, drinking loads of fluids to stay hydrated and spending a few nights sleeping at around 3,000 metres. If you want to recreate the kind of situation you'll experience if you go on to attempt harder routes, then you might want to carry a sleeping bag and mat, a bivvy bag, stove, fuel and food. But a heavy sack can reduce the chance of reaching the summit. So why not take advantage of the fantastic system of huts that dot the European Alps? These huts are staffed during the climbing season and provide food, drink and a bunk bed. You can reduce the cost of staying in huts by purchasing a reciprocal rights card from a mountaineering organisation like the British Mountaineering Council. The notorious Alpine start involves leaving your hut or bivouac in the early hours of the morning. Leaving early allows you a margin for error and enables you to get up and down the peak before the snow is softened by the sun, which makes progress really hard work. I recce the start of the route the afternoon before an ascent so that I'm familiar with the ground I'll be crossing in the dark and double check my map and route description. One more thing, if you're setting off for the summit in the middle of the night, it's really easy to forget that in just a few hours' time the sun will be up. So I pack sun cream, lip salve, sun hat and sunglasses in the top pocket of my rucksack. Hopefully we've helped you to increase the chance of enjoying, rather than enduring, your first Alpine ascent. Have fun, and remember that when you reach the summit, you're only halfway there. Cotswold supplies all the gear you need for your first Alpine ascent, and mountaineering expeditions worldwide.